My name is Christopher White, and I'm your host for the Leap Lifestyle Podcast. And on today's show, we have two individuals from our Leap program, summer program, they were both involved with. And we're going to take some time to talk to them about some of the things that they've done over the summer, some of the work that they've done, some of the things that they're hoping to look forward to this coming school year. They're both from the city of Syracuse, and I'm looking forward to bringing them both in. I'll give them both an opportunity now to kind of introduce themselves. So, would you guys please take a turn each and just say your name and your school, maybe?
Hi, my name is Olivia.
All right, I'd like to say welcome and thank you to both of you guys for taking the time out to sit down and talk with me and share some of the thoughts from the LEAP program over the summer. Again, my name is Christopher White, and this is the LEAP Lifestyle Podcast, and it is brought to you by the People's Community Development Corporation. That's the great corporation that allows us to do this work, and we'd like to say thank you to them and all of those providers. And again, on today's show, we're going to talk briefly about the LEAP program and what it's done. And I think with the first question I'd like to ask Ty is I'd like to say welcome. I'd like to say what's it like being at ITC, Ty?
It's pretty like simple. Everyone, you're not gonna think it's not like that you see on TV. Like it's everybody. You just have your own friend group, and then really, like my advice is an incoming stuff. Just like don't put like your focus into like balance your focus because like if you put one focus in too much of sports, then you're gonna fall back on your work, and then if you put back on your work, you're gonna feel like you just overpowering yourself with work, and then you're not gonna have time for yourself and stuff. So just balance it out and just be yourself.
All right, Ty. Olivia, tell us a little bit about your experience at Fowler.
Um, it's very hands-on, and you have a lot of opportunities. They prepare you for what you want to do in life, but I guess the only problem I have with this school is that like it's the um it's the amount of time that you get like transition into classes. Like it's only like 4 minutes, and it's such a big school, and it's like everybody's crowded, so it's like and if you're late, because they do a countdown, so like when they get to zero, you have to like go to the auditorium and stuff. You're like basically in trouble. You could get in
Detention.
trouble, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's. I wish that they would just give us more time to transition, because
Right.
there's like so many people, yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that, both of you guys. And I'm pretty sure those are some challenges for maybe for young people coming into school, right? Like making time management, trying to make sure we get to class on time.
Yeah.
And Ty talked about balance, right? Like having balance and the school and the workload that whichever we may have after that, right? So thank you both for sharing that. Could you guys? It doesn't matter who goes first, but could both of you tell us how you guys got to the LEAP program and share a little bit about what that's been like so far?
I've been going to this church since like I was a kid, and I've been doing the LEAP program since it like started, and like over the years, like I just wanted to keep doing it because like I get extra background information on like stuff like your hygiene, banking, and like when Planned Parenthood, and like you get extra information on like stuff like that. So like it's nothing wrong with getting more information that you already know or stuff like that.
Right. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Ty. How about you, Olivia?
So before COVID, I would go like every Sunday, but like now, like I try like I started going again slowly. So, and then my mom, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sign you up for this LEAP program," and I was like, "Oh, what is it?" And then she's like, "Oh, I just know they give you money at the end of the month just for doing like certain activities," and then I was like, "Okay, that sounds good." Um, and yeah, that's
Right.
basically how I just got here.
Right. So, what are some of the things that you talked about, Ty? You talked about like money management, and you said Planned Parenthood. So, like, what were some of those like subjects that you guys talked about?
With the money management, like we talked about like banking, bankrupt, and like how to like manage your banking and not spend too much, and like how to basically budget your money,
Right. Right. That's and those are all great life skills, right? Like it's really essential that we learn early as possible how to manage our money. And yeah. So as far as like with the Planned Parenthood piece, like what did they talk about in that aspect?
They talked about like abortions and all types of like STIs and diseases that you can get, and like the side effects of having unprotected sex.
Right. Right. And those are also really good subjects, and you guys talked about abortion, and that's a really hot topic in our country right
Yeah,
now.
especially like with the Roe versus Wade happening right now. So like they were trying to. I kind of asked a question because I wanted to know like more information about it and like what were people's point of view of Roe versus Wade. So
Right, right. So what is your understanding of it? You can share too, Olivia, at any time. Like what are your guys' understanding of what Roe versus Wade means?
from what I know now, like quote me on this, I might be wrong,
Okay.
but like from what I'm knowing now, like they want to like basically ban abortion because like
Yeah.
they what they're basically saying of it is like it's taking away a child's right of life and it's killing a baby and it's wrong. But like when I say it, like say like a 13-year-old kid gets raped and she's forced to live with that baby that she can't take care of.
Right.
So like why would you force something on a person when they can't financially or stably help that person, all because of what your point of view is? Like
Right.
I can't really.
Yeah.
I only would say like if you're actually. I don't really think like men should have like they should have a certain type of say, but not overpower say because like it is the woman's body,
Right.
and so
Mhm.
like it should be their decision. And if like they can't financially or stably take care of it, like they should be able to like actually give it up, throw
Right.
away.
Right.
Like we understand that it's like you're killing something, but like the baby is not all the way formed before you have an abortion,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and so like
That's where you at on it. Well,
yeah,
thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, Olivia, share like what are some of your thoughts?
I most definitely agree because like I feel like like abortion it should be available, but I don't think it should be like forced. Like I it's like just let people do whatever they want. Like I don't get it. Like I
Yeah.
don't get it.
like
Yeah.
how can you have a perspective on a stranger you don't even know choice
Yeah.
whether they should have an abortion or not? Like you don't know, you're not in their shoes, you don't know how they live or what they go home to, so like you shouldn't be able to have a say on others people's choices.
Right. No, I think those are all great and valid points. Thank you guys for sharing so well on that too. Yeah. And yeah, I'd have to agree, right? Like I think Ty, you said something really major, right? Like men shouldn't have that kind of control over people or other people's persons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I agree, and thank you again for sharing that. All right, so along that same line, right? Like we talked about the financial literacy, we talked about the Planned Parenthood. Were there any other things that you guys found interesting over the course of this study? While you guys been kind of doing this thing?
um we did have like a nutrition people.
Okay.
They
Mhm.
come in and they teach us like the healthier parts of food and like how to make meals just the healthier version of them because like they make pancakes but they made like a healthier version. They made it with wheat and stuff like that instead
Right.
of making pancakes with like the pancake mix and milk and just having all this other stuff. Then they had like plant-based type syrup, I believe.
Mm.
Instead of just having like the regular syrup and just overloading our pancakes, it just teaches us the healthy or things that we can have, but still having like stuff that we like, just
Right.
the healthier version of it.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
kind of cool. Yeah, go ahead.
Um. Yeah, it was a really good experience for me because I got to learn about like I got to know what I'm actually like putting into my body. So it's
Right.
like that really helped.
Helps.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's actually kind of really good, right? Like, cause I don't think a lot of us are really like thinking about what we're putting in our bodies
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like
every
we're
day.
just eating it because it looks good or it smells good and stuff like
Right,
that.
Yeah.
right. Like so, like I guess when you know better, you kind of do better type of thing. So have either of you changed your diets based on that?
I started looking at some of the stuff
Mm-hmm.
that they
Yeah.
were making, and I actually like was going to look forward to trying it,
Right.
but I haven't tried it yet.
Tried it
So
yet? Yeah.
yeah,
What were some of the things that they made? Like you talked about a plant based. I guess I'm a bit biased, right? Because I've been eating meat forever or whatever.
yeah,
So like it's kind of I guess different for me to say like I would give that up, right?
yeah.
So but like did they bring in like testers of plant based stuff or something like? what did they give any samples, or you guys like exposed to any food, like yo try this or anything?
Yeah, like every Friday that we had, the stuff that they brought in, they cooked it, and we
Mm-hmm.
had to try it.
Right.
And so I remember one week we had pizza, but we had it with uh, wheat instead of like regular white, because wheat and whole grain is better for you more than like white bread and
Okay.
stuff like that. And so, and then we had, every time we mix them, we had to have a vegetable on it. So we had to put a vegetable on it, just like, cause whether you like it or not, because they want what's good for you.
Right.
Instead.
They want to
want,
expose you more.
yeah, and they want you to try new things, because you never know, you might like it.
Right.
And so we had to put either broccoli, um, onions, or peppers on the pizza. And I actually chose peppers because like I don't really like onions like that.
Right.
So yeah, so I tried a new thing and it was pretty good.
It's pretty cool,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. How about you, Olivia? Did you try something new?
Yeah, I tried. Yeah, I like the pizza quesadilla. It was really good. Like the other thing they did, like they made pancakes, but it was like oatmeal pancakes
Okay.
kind of. But to me, it was all right. The taste was questionable, but
You said it was questionable.
yeah,
Like I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, it was like very bland. It was
Yeah,
very,
not what you used to.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's one of those things that like maybe if you eat it a few times, you kind of get acquired taste to it. Maybe like
Yeah.
if it was nothing else and they just said this is the only pancakes we got, and you had to, you probably could get down on them and enjoy them at some point. But that's like amazing, right? Like I think those experiences are really important for us as humans as we're developing, right? Like they get, try new food and try new things, and that's really it just gives us a level of exposure to new things and kind of stay open minded about things because you never know unless you try it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like so. Were there any other things that you guys might want to share about? Like, no, maybe you don't have to. I'm just asking.
I do have a question for
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
What made you get into like podcasts and stuff?
Well, I mean, I think for me, being able to have a space to share your voice with people is important. And
Mhm.
when I was offered the opportunity to do this, I said yes because I would get an opportunity to work with younger people such as yourselves in the sleep program, and I have an opportunity to be able to kind of give you guys exposure, right? Like for me it's important to always try to give back in whichever way you can to your community. um, it's it's our responsibility. So for me, that's why I decided that this was something that I wanted to do, and this was the organization that I wanted to do it with. Because there's not many organizations here trying to do something, right? Like it starts small and it gets bigger. We do what we can on the front lines, and as we go forward, we try to do more. But that's a great question, Ty, and thank you for asking that. But yeah, like if you guys have no more questions, I don't want to keep you forever. I appreciate you guys sharing all you did. You did really well. Thank you.
No
Oh,
problem.
no problem.
All right, and yeah. So with that said, this has been another episode of Leap Lifestyle, and we look forward to hearing you guys in the comments. Drop any comments, questions you may have, and once again, I'll say it: we're great, you're great, and I'm Chris White. Peace.